Goeiemôre en hartlike welkom by vandag se Sugar Sale veiling. My naam is Meerkat Marliesaan en saam met my is Meerkat March. Ons is hier in die Meerkat Ateljee by Fire and Wine. Ons wil graag die veiling na jou toe bring so gerieflik as moontlik. Het sy op die trekker is, op die bank of tussen die beeste. Veiling gaan binnekort begin. Sterkte aan elke koper. Good morning and welcome to today's Sugar Sale auction. My name is Meerkat Marliesaan and with me is Meerkat March. We are here in the Meerkat studio at Fire and Wine. We would like to bring the auction to you as conveniently as possible, whether you are on the tractor, on the couch or among the cattle. Auction will start soon. Good luck to every buyer.
Please, we're running a little behind schedule, so we want to get started with the auction. Ek gaan almal net so 'n minuut of 2 gee om julle sitplekke in te neem. En dan, as ek solank, ons is bevoorreg, Johan Kotse gaan vir ons die dag open. As jy solank die kant toe kan beweeg, sal ons dit waardeer. En dan kan ons oor so 'n minuut of so die verrigtinge begin. Dan wil ek ook sê, deel wat julle, as julle my nie kan sien nie, as julle wil, kan julle bietjie na die middel toe skuif, maar, of as jy dalk in 'n lot belangstel, skuif net hier, dat ons julle kan sien, ons wil niemand mis nie, asseblief. Baie dankie, Johan, hy gaan vir ons die dag op die gepaste manier open.
Wie kan jy nie sien nie, sê vir hulle?
Nee, die mense agter die TV-skerm.
Ons kan julle nie sien nie, agter die TV.
Hulle kan bietjie links, net bietjie links, of bietjie in.
Net voor ons die dag begin, ek wil net gou vir julle iets vra. Almal net stil. Ryk net gou, ryk net, sit net en ryk net en haal net asem. Ons is so gewoond as boere om dit wat ons het eintlik nie meer te geniet nie. Weet julle wat se voorreg is dit net om te kan asemhaal en te kan ryk wat ons ryk vandag. So dis wonderlik. So ek wil die dag begin en die eer en die Here gee vir hierdie wonderlike dag. So as ons kan begin en net die oë toe maak en net kan bid. Vader, daar's vir ons niemand soos U nie. En wat 'n voorreg het vir ons om ook hierdie dag te kan deel en saam te kan wees as boere en te kan geniet ook dit wat ons produseer en die voorreg wat ons het om dit te kan doen. So bid ek Vader dat U elke boer wat U is sal seën. Elke mens wat U is wat dit geniet ook sal laat ervaar wat ons as boere ervaar. U goedheid, U guns, U genade, U vrede, die voorreg wat ons het om te kan boer. En ons sê dankie Here. As boere kom ons na U toe en sê Vader, daar's niemand soos U nie. Ons waardeer U. Ons sê dankie vir die guns en die goedheid wat ons beleef om te kan leef en ook om te kan boer en elke dag in die natuur te kan wees en te kan geniet dit wat ons doen. Wat 'n voorreg. Ons eer U Vader. Ons wil die naam groot maak en ook in hierdie dag sê daar's niemand soos U nie. Amen. Ek wil vandag net iets sê om af te sluit. Het jy ooit al gedink wat is welvaart? Wat is die verskil tussen welvaart en rykdom? Rykdom is 'n ou wat baie geld het. Welvaart is 'n boer want ons doen elke dag waarvan ons hou. So geniet die veiling julle. Gaan jy dit doen?
Nee. Hy het net sy hamer gaan haal.
Dat sy, dames en here, namens Clive Garner afslaers, wil ons vir julle almal hartlik welkom hierso. So maak julle verlang tuis en hoop dat julle baie gerieflik sit en dat julle natuurlik ook na die afslaer sit. Maar hier is ongelooflike kwaliteit beeste wat vandag hier is. En wat 'n voorreg om 'n cattleman of cattlemans se beeste te kan koop. So van ons kant af, van die afslaers, wil ek ook vir Binnie Stal en die hele groep verkopers sê baie geluk, julle aanbieding is ongelooflik. En wat ek gister ook gesê het, as jy van iets hou, steek jou hand maar so 'n bietjie dieper en op die einde van die dag kom ons by die sukses uit. So hier is top beeste, top genetika en jy gaan nie sommer weer die geleentheid kry om hierdie beeste te kan koop. En dan gaan ek sommer dadelik vir Steven Matthews, hy neem vandag die veiling waar hierso en is lekker om jou ook hier te hê. Baie dankie Hendrik, ja, namens myself en die hele Clive Garner span. Ons wil baie geluk sê aan die verkopers. Ek dink julle as kopers het die geleentheid om regtig te kan cherry pick. Hier is uitstaande genetika hierso
wat tentoongestel word. So ja, soos Hendrik sê, vat huis toe dit wat jy gemerk het. Al moet jy nou jou hand diep steek, jy sal nooit spyt wees as jy die regte ding koop nie. Dames en here, net so 1 of 2 reëlings rondom die veiling. Onthou asseblief alle transaksies sal BTW op hê. Geen diere sal gelaai word sonder dat die betalingreëlings in plek is nie. En ek as afslaer behou die reg om enige fout wat ek mag maak te kan regstel en dit geld vir die hele veilingspan, die spotters. Indien ek 'n bot toeslaan en daar's 'n dispuut en iemand anders het gedink dit was sy bot, sal ons die bot heropen tussen daai 2 persone. Die bot waar ek toegeslaan het sal voorkeur kry en as ons dit dan nie so kan afhandel en almal is nie tevrede nie, gaan ek dood eenvoudig die lot onttrek en ek gaan hom weer opvul. So sal ons dit hanteer. Ons kollegas van Meerkat is hierso. Daar's 'n hele klompie mense aanlyn. So gaan ons die geleentheid om hulle so 'n bietjie 'n kansie te gee. Indien ons sien daar's iemand aanlyn, sal ek 'n sekond of 2 gee om seker te maak die botte is afgehandel. Ek sê altyd die voordeel gaan vir die persoon op die vloer en as ek die bot toegeslaan het, sal ek hom nie heropen nie. So ek wil graag vir die aanlyn mense sê, moenie wag tot op die nippertjie om jou bot in te sit nie, sit hom lekker vroeg in, al is die botte op die vloer lewendig. Sit so lank die botte in, die agente van Meerkat sal vir my aandui, daar's belangstelling aanlyn en dan sal ons regverdige kans vir almal gee. Is daar enige vrae dames en here voordat ons begin? Onthou asseblief, as jy wil koop, if you want to buy, you need to be a registered bidder. If you haven't registered, the office is there in the back, so just make sure you get a buyer's number. Right, you guys can bring the first one, lot number 1. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as they say, lot number 1, always the best buy of the day, and we kick the sale off today with an outstanding heifer in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Boss 2119, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here. She's 5 months in calf to Boss 19-1, ladies and gentlemen. Line bred, HS82, 112 there, ladies and gentlemen. Her dams ICP 422 over 9 calves, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding fertility, good width on her, ladies and gentlemen. Good length of body and capacity. Have a good look, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do? I think we've got an online bid to start, 40,000. At 40 bid online and I got 40,000, yeah. At 40,000, number I got somebody got 2, but I got 42, 2, but I got number I got 2 and 4 days out. At 42,009 bid, number I got 2, but I got number I got 42, what about 5 to go? I got 2 and 4 days and I got 2, but I got number I got 42. At 42,000 asking 5, 5, I got number 45, 48. At 48, I got 50, 50,000, number 50, 55, I got 5, I got 55, yeah. At 60 bid, number I got 60,000, now I got 60, 60 bid now. At 65, I got number I got 65. At 70, I got 70 bid. At 70,000, now I got 5, 5, I got 75. At 5 and 7 days under I got 5, I got number I got 75, yeah. At 5 and 7 days under I got 75, 5 now. At 75, 5 I got number I got 75, and I'm at 75, the bid's left hand side downstairs, I got 75 all out and done. At 75 once, ladies and gentlemen, hammers up twice, third and last time, all out, gonna sell. Kushkiller on a club dancer, 75,000, thank you sir. Buy number 14 today. Piet, kan ek jou pla net vir so 'n paar bottels water asseblief? Right, we got lot number 2 in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice look here, ladies and gentlemen. Another top boss heifer in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. 21, 28. Have a look there, plus 6 on milk, ladies and gentlemen. 5 months in calf to 19-1, ladies and gentlemen. Kegabiki Moiso. An outstanding heifer with excellent length of body, ladies and gentlemen. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Kegabiki Moiso, what do we do, lot number 2? Right, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at the nice length of body and femininity on it. Everybody got number, what do we do, take it away. At 2 says that I got number to go. 60, 60, I got 50, number to get now. At 30 bid, number to get data days and I got 30,000. At data days and I got 30 bid, number to get data days and I got 30, yeah. At 30 days and I got 30,000, 2, don't give it a 2 and data days and now. At 32, number to get 5, I got number to get 35 bid. At 35, 5, I got data days and I got 5 bid. At 35, 5, I got number to ladies and gentlemen, but I got 5 here. At 35,000 on the top here for Muni Mercy Damasira. At 5 and data days and I got 35, I'm bid, ladies and gentlemen, but I got number to get 35. At 5 and data days and I got 35, 5 all out and done, ladies and gentlemen, at 35 once, 35 twice. Excellent buy, sir. Buy number 51 today. Lot number 3. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso dames en here. Have a good look at her, ladies and gentlemen. Jelly H. Woodson 206 granddaughter in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. 4 months in calf to boss 2186, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at the dams ICP 396 over 6, ladies and gentlemen. Goes all the way back to boss 03216 dames here. Moenie foute maak hierso nie. Excellent wedge on her, beautiful width of body, ladies and gentlemen. And take her away, asking on her, what do we do now? I'm going to go 60,000, 60 bid, 50, 40, 30 bid. I'm going to get 30,000 on gear. I got data days and I got 30 bid. I'm going to get 2 to go. I'm going to get data days, I'm going to get now 30 bid. I got data days and I got 30,000. I'm going to get data days and I got 2 to go. I'm going to get 32 to go. Tyson 2 donkey, 32 bid now, 32, what I get number 5, I get 5 from there, donkey, 35 now, 5 from there, they send I get 5 bid, number I get 35, 5 from there, they send I get number I get 5, I get number I get 35, I get number I get 35 right now, 35, I get 5 from there, they send I get 5, I get number 35, ladies and gentlemen, 5 from there, they send I get 35, over all out and done here, at 35,000, ladies and gentlemen, come along, I get 35, the bids left hand side at 35, all out and done at 35,000. 35,000 in the bar number, sir. 24, thank you. Bar number 24. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, ladies and gentlemen. What an offering of heifers on sale today, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Right, ladies and gentlemen, again we got another granddaughter of Woodson 206, ladies and gentlemen. Dams had 6 calves in the herd, and that's not for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. She's certified 4.5 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen. She was AI boss 2186 and ran with boss 91, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, a heifer with a lot of capacity, excellent width and good bone on her, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi so. Asking on her now, what do we say? What are we doing? I'm going to get now, I'm going to take it away, but I'm going to go. Up to the 60,000 to go, 60 bid. Now I'm going to get 60, 40, 40 bid, 30, now I'm going to get out of the side. 30,000 I'm bid, I'm going to get 30, 30 bid, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 32, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get 35 now. 38 to the bid, number 38, number 38. Up and down, I get 40 to go. 38 to 8,000, I'm going to get 40, 40 bid, number 40, I'm going to get 2, 2, number 42 now. I get 2 and 4, I'm going to get 45 if you like now. At 42, I'm bid, I'm going to get 42, 2, I'm going to get 2 and 4, at 42,000 downstairs, left hand side, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 42. At 2 and 4, the sell, McLaren at 42,000, ladies and gentlemen, going to sell once, 42 twice, third and last time at 42. 42, thank you, sir. Bar number 14. Lot number 5 here, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a heifer you should have marked, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. He's a top veld in die ring, dames here. 12,309, ladies and gentlemen, going back to boss 04194, ladies and gentlemen. Just have a look at the balance on this heifer, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding width on her, dames here. Deep 10 capacity, and just have a look. She's feminine, but she carries so much beef, ladies and gentlemen. Moenie foute maak nie. She's 4.5 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Right, talk to me. I'm going to go 80,000. I'm going to get 40,000 to go. I could better days and donkey. 30 bid. I'm going to get 2 and days and I'm going to get 35. I'm going to get 38 now. 38. 38 come 40,000. I'm going to 40 bid now. 4 days and I'm going to go now. 40,000. I'm going to get 40 bid. I'm going to get 40,000. I'm bid. I'm going to get 2. I'm going to get 2. Leave them on now. 42. I'm going to get 2. I'm going to get 5. I'm going to 45 bid. 45. I'm going to wait for now. Days and I'm going to get 45. 50 bid. 50,000. I'm going to wait that days. 50 left is your bid, sir. 50,000. I'm going to wait that days. 50,000. What do we do now? At 50,000, I'm going to get 55, I'm going to get 55, 60 bid. At 65, I'm going to get 65. At 5 and 6,000, asking 70, sir. At 65, I'm going to get 70,000, I'm going to get 75, I'm going to get 75 bids right hand side. At 75, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get 75. At 5 and 7,000, I'm going to get 80 bid, I'm going to get 85. 85, I'm going to get 85 now. At 85, I'm going to get 85 bids right hand side. At 85, I'm going to get 5 asking 90 to go. At 90 bid, at 90,000, I'm going to 100 now. 90's there. yes, hundreds here. At 100,000, number 100, at 100, number 100, number 100, at 100,000, number 100 bid. At 100,000, number 100, the bids right hand side, asking 10. At 100,000, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done, you loser. At 100,000, the bids right hand side once, ladies and gentlemen, number 100,000 twice, third and last time. Let's give a big round of applause. 100,000 buy number 11. Mooi gekoop, 100,000 buy number 11. Outstanding purchase. Baie dankie Nikki, geluk, uitstaande vir ons. Lot number 6 in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. The quality keeps coming, dames here. Boss 21, 148 here, ladies and gentlemen. Goes back to 216, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na hier, Romania. Have a look at her capacity and depth on this heifer. She's outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Talk to me on her. What do we do? She's 5 months in, calf certified, 5 months, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do? Take it away. Asking on number of his here. What do we do? Bring it 80,000. 80, 50, 40. I'm bid now, ladies and gentlemen. 30 now. I'm going to get Nangi. I get down, ladies and gentlemen. 30, 30 bid now. I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 35, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get 5 from down, ladies and now. 35, I'm going to get 38, 38, I'm going to get 40, 40,000. I'm going to 40 bid right hand side. 2, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 42 now. At 45, I'm going to wait from 0, ladies and gentlemen. 45, I'm going to get 50, 50,000 now. I get 50,000, I get 50 bid. At 50,000, I'm bid right hand side. I'm going to get 50, 50 now. At 50,000. I got 50, 50 bid now. At 50,000 on the money, I'm going to get 50, 50,000 now. At 55, I'm going to get 55. I took it on the floor, 60. At 60 bid now, 5. At 65, I'm going to get 65. I'm going to get 65. At 5 and 6,000, I'm going to get 65. I'm going to get 70,000. I'm going to get 75. At 75 now. At 5 and 7,000, I'm going to get 5. I'm going to get 75. Asking 80. The bid's left hand side now. At 75. Asking 80. 5 and 7 out, I'm going to get 75, I'm going to get 80 to go. At 5 and 7 out, I'm going to get the bid's left hand side, I'm going to sell now. At 80, I'm going to get 80 now. 80 now, I'm going to get 80 bid. At 80,000, I'm going to get 80, 80 bid, I'm going to get 5, 85, 85 now. 85 is not going to get the bid at 85. At 5 and top, I'm going to get 85 once. And twice, 90. 90 bid. Even money. Go 100. And I got 90,000. 90 bid. Hit, given out Dacian under 90,000. Hit, given out Dacian to get 90,000 now. Hit 90,000, I bid number 90,000. I'm going to give out Dacian 5. Hit 95 bid. Hit 95, right away, we can give out Dacian. Hit 95, I will get over the way, we can give out Dacian. He bought this longer gun now. At 95,000, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done at 95,000 once, twice. Are we sure? Kan ek verkoop, Nikki? Baie dankie vir die hulp. 95, kom ons gee 'n lekker hande klap daar so. Baie mooi gekoop, 95. En hy nommertjie asseblief. Nommertjie daar. 5, baie dankie. 10, sorry. Lot number 7. Lot number 7, dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie mooi so. Have a look at her, ladies and gentlemen. 21,116 there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, she's carved down from boss 1740 there, ladies and gentlemen. Plus 4 on milk. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, dames en heren. The money's on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look here. Yeah, kyk 'n bietjie mooi daar met die hier about what do we do? There we go. 80, 80, better get 50, 50, 40, 30 bid. Yeah, get down, they send get 30,000 now. Get down, they send get 30, 30,000. I'm gonna get down, they send now. 30,000, I'm gonna get down, they send get 30, 30 bid. Yeah, they send get 30, 30,000. I'm gonna get down, they send now. 30,000, I'm gonna get down, they send get 30, 30 bid. They send I'm gonna get 30, 30,000. I'm gonna get down, they send now. 30 asking 2, 2 gonna get 300, they send on the minute we go. 30,000, I'm gonna get 2, 2. I'm going to get down, I'm not cloud. At 30,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going lower than that. I'm going to get that, I'm going to get 2. At 32 now, I get 3 and I'm going to get 2, 2 going to get 32, asking 5. At 3 and that, I'm going to get cloud once, twice. 32,000 a bid. Thank you, sir. Number today, 19, 19. That's it? Lot number 8, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. She goes back to boss 0371 there, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na haar, dames en here. Have a good look at her, ladies and gentlemen. Her dam's ICP 400/7, certified in calf from boss 2185, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na haar, dames en here. Kyk die lengte van lyf op haar, dames en here. He has an outstanding heifer, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi draai, bietjie daar, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say, gentlemen, have a look at the length of body on her. Take it away, break it, 80, break it, 50, 40, 40, 30, get down, they send it, 2, break it, over to 30,000 now. That they send it, 30,000, number 2 to go. Check it down, they send it, 30 bid, number 30,000, number get out of that 20 bid, 2, 22, now 5. That 22, but get number 5, but get 5 and 1 of they send that 25 bid, number 25, but 5 and 1 of they send that 28 to 8,000, get off and 1 of they send now. That 28 to bid, number 28 to 8,000, number 30,000, number get out of they send, but get 232 now. That get 3 and out of they send, number 2, number get 32. That 3 and out of they send, number get 32, I'm bid. At 32 in the middle, number 32, asking 5, ladies and gentlemen, number 3 and out, they send number 32 once, 32 twice, all out, all done. Thank you, sir. Same buyer, buy number 19. Very good buy. Thanks, Stanley. Excellent purchase. Lot number 9. Satara 2188, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hier, dames en here. Kyk die vroulikheid op haar, dames en here. She's certified 4 months in calf to boss 1885 or boss 18289, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. She's a 1740 direct daughter, dames en here. Moenie foute maak op hierdie. I've got a bid online. I'll bid number 30. Ek het 30,000 ook meer gehad, ek het 30 now. 30,000, ek het 30 bid, number get 30,000 now. 30,000, ek het 30,000, ek het 30, but ek het 30,000, ek het 2 to go. 30,000, I'm going to get out of days, and I'm going to get 30. Up to 30,000, I get 30,000, I'm going to get out of days now. At 30,000, are we all out and done here, ladies? I'm going to get 2, I'm going to 32 now. I get 2 and out of days, and 10, I'm going to get 32 up near cut, but still now. My butters longer come up 2 and out of days, and I got 2, I'm going to get 32. At 2 and out of days, and I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 32 minutes. Up 2 and out of days, and I'm going to get 32 once, twice. Fair warning. 32,000 by donkey buy number 10. Dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Lot number 10, ladies and gentlemen, just have a look here. Outstanding here for you, dames en heren, kyk net hierso. Excellent width on her, ladies and gentlemen. 6 months in calf to 1938, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. We got femininity, we got width of body, dames en heren. Excellent depth on her, ladies and gentlemen. Sy kom so net so van die veld af, dames en heren. Moenie foute maak nie. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we say better go. Take it away, but we say better go. Now what do we do? Better go. Asking 50, 50,000, 50, 40, 30, 30 bid, 20 donkey. I get 20,000, I got 20,000, I'm going to get 2, 2, I'm going to get 22, I'm going to get 5. At 28 now to go. At 28, I'm going to get 30 bid, I'm going to get out of this one. At 30 is in the middle, I'm going to get 30,000 now. I get that, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 32 now. I get 2 and out of this, and I'm going to get 2, 2, I'm going to get 32, asking 5. At 2 and out of this, and I'm going to get 2, 2, I'm going to get 3 and out of this, at 32,000, I'm going to get 3 and out of this, and I'm going to get 32, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 32 once here. At 32,000 twice, third and last time, up to in depth of this. 32,000, thank you, by number 19, thanks Stanley. Right, dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. Black Mamba is his name, dames en heren. Moenie foute maak hierso nie, ladies and gentlemen. What an outstanding bull we got in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. Just have a look at fertility on him. His dam, he's the 16th calf, natural calf out of his dam. His dam had 16 calves with an ICP of 391 days. Outstanding, outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. He was the non-halter champion at Freiburg in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, we retain a Siemens share. And ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi so dames, julle balanced bull in the ring here. Sien ek 'n bom dames, julle wie sê, take it away, dames, wie sê, go. 100,000 again, but 100,000, 100, but I got 50, 50 bid. I'm bid 40,000, Donkey, but I got 40, 42, 2, but I got 42, now 5 to go. At 5 and 0,000, I got 5, 5, 45 bid. At 5 and 0,000, I got 48, 48, now I got 0,000 now. At 48,000, now I got 48, asking 50. At 48, I got number 8,000, now I got 0,000 now. At 48,000, what do we do? Number 48, now I got 0,000, number at 48,000, ladies and gentlemen, number 48, use a good bull, yeah. At 48,000, number 48, at 48 to 8,000, number 48,000, are we sure, ladies and gentlemen, number 48 to 8,000, number asking 50, at 48,000, ladies and gentlemen, all out and done at 48,000, numbers here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pass the bull. We're a little short of where we need to be on him. We're not going to sell him at this stage. Let's put him on ice. Right, we move on to lot number 12, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Boss 21,182 comes in, ladies and gentlemen. 3 months in calf to Boss 19,1. Just have a look at the length of body and the wedge on her, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding here for the ring dames here. So long soos 'n train dames here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, feminine as well, ladies and gentlemen. Who says on her? Whatever do, number 80, go. Asking 80,000, number 80 bid. 80,000, number 80 bid. Number 50, 40, 30 bid. I get 2,000, number 2, number 22, 5 now. I get 5 and 2,000, number 28. Today, number 28, number 30,000 and Saturday now. At 30,000, number 2, 32 on Meerkat now. At 32,000, number 3 and Saturday, number 5, number 35 bid. I got 5 and Saturday, number 5, number 38 to go. At 5 and Saturday, 38, 8,000, number 38, what do we do, number go? I got 100 Saturday, 38, 8,000, number 100 at 38, 8,000, number 40, 40 bid now. At 42, number 2, number 42 bid. I got 3 and 4 number about 5 to go. At 42,000, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done up 3 and 5, 5 to get this in a bid. 42, that's side 5, at 45 bid, I get 5 and 50,000 now, I get 5,000, I get 50, right inside, at 50,000, I get 5,000, I get 50, that side, I get 50, at 5,000, I'm up, comedy at 50,000, ladies and gentlemen, I get 50,000, a top here for ladies and gentlemen, one of the best of the day, at 50,000, I get 5,000, I get 50 once, 50 twice, all out, all done. 50,000 by my Koske Lagana Club also by number 11 nog uitstaan ek hoop hier also 50,000 and she can go. And the quality keeps coming, ladies and gentlemen. What a privilege to be a buyer today. At lot number 13, Boss 21,184, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi so. 4 maande dragtig, dames en here. She was AI Boss 2186 and ran with 19,1, ladies and gentlemen. And kyk 'n bietjie mooi, dames en here. Say, what do we do? Dames en here, take it away, yeah. And who I see on it, but we say, we're going to get 80, 80, we're going to get 50, 40, 30 bid. At 22, we're going to get 20,000, I'm going to get 2, we're going to get 22, now I'm going to get 25 now. I got 5 and 1 days, and I'm going to get 28, I'm going to get 30,000, I'm going to get 2, 32, 5, at 35 bid, at 32, I'm going to get 2 and down days, and what about 5 to go, at 35 upstairs, at 35, even down days, and I'm going to get 35, do I see 38 to go, at 35 is that side, I'm going to get 8, now I'm going to get 40, 40, now I'm going to get 38, yeah, 40, at 40,000, at 40,000, that side, I'm going to get 40,000, I'm going to get 40 bid, at 40,000, I'm going to get 40,000, then we're going to get 40, at 40,000, on the round, I'm going to get 40,000, left hand side at 40,000, number once at 40,000, twice at 40,000, dollar tot dan. 40,000 baie mooi gekoop, koop nummer 10. Right, lot number 14, ladies and gentlemen. comes in. Boss 21-201, ladies and gentlemen. 3 months in, calf to 19-1, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi wig, mooi vroulikheid. She goes back to Boss 613, dames en heren. Moenie foute maak hier, so nie, what do we do? Sien ek belang, what do we do? Kyk die lengte van lyf op baan die wig, dames en heren, wie sê nou? Do I see, take it away, 40, 30 bid. I'm bid 20, dankie, 2, number 22,005, 25, 28, 30,000 to go, 32 now. Down, 32, 32's against you, sir. At 3 down, number 32, 3 down, 5, 35 now. At 5 down, number 5, number 35. At 5 down, 5, number 35, yeah. At 5 down, on the way on number 35, number 35, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 down, at 35 once, ladies and gentlemen, 35 twice, all out, all done. Thank you, sir. Standing by number 19, well booked. Yo. Boss 21-203, dames en heren, se vers wat julle moes gemerk het. 5 maande dragtig, AI 20-186, ladies and gentlemen, ran with 19-1, kyk die breedte en die lengte van lyf op die vers, dames en heren. Vroulikheid, meer vroulik sal jy nie kry nie, dames en heren. Moenie foute maak op baan nie, dames en heren. Goes back to 216 as well, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. And sitting with Armour, we say, 80,000, 50, 40, 30. I'm the dollar, they said, I got 32, to get over to 32, I'm going to get 5, I got 35, I'm going to get over to 35 bid. I get 5, I'm going to get 88, I'm going to get 38. Up off and down, I'm going to get 38 to 8,000, I'm going to get off and down, do I see 40 now? At 38 to 8,000, I'm going to get off and down, I'm going to get 38. Up off and down, I'm going to get 8 to 8, I'm going to get 38, 40,000 to go. Up off and down, I'm going to get number, but now I'm going to get 38, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get off and down, at 38, so I'm going to get 40 now, I'm going to get rotation, at 40 now, at field rotation, then I get 40, come back at 42, the bits inside at 40,000 now, at field rotation, then I get 40 bid, now I'm going to get 40,000, now I'm going to get field rotation, at 40,000, we all are and done here, asking two, ladies and gentlemen, once at 40,000, twice at 40,000, 40,000, well bought, Koos Gele aan the club, daar so standing, another goodbye there, by number 19. Lot number 16 comes in here, ladies and gentlemen, take a big away. Boss 21-205, 204 rather, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look there, milk index of +5 dames here. It goes back to 613 as well, ladies and gentlemen. 3 months in calf. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi so. And what do we do on her, ladies and gentlemen? The quality keeps coming, down, but we say. Asking on her, ladies and gentlemen, take it away, bring it up, bring it 80, 80, bring it 50, 40, 30, 20, donkey. And bring it 22, 2, bring it down, bring it 22, bring it 5, bring it 30, bid, 30,000 now. At 2, bring it 32, now bring it 32, now bring it 3, and down, ladies and gentlemen, 2, bring it 5, bring it go. At 35, I'm going to get 38. At top and down rotation, I'm going to get 38 to 8,000, I'm going to get 38 now. At 38, to get 40 to go. At 40,000, I'm going to get 40,000, I'm going to get 40 bid now. At field rotation, I'm going to get 40,000, come along, I'm going to get 40 bid. At 40, what do we do, sir? At 40,000, I'm going to get field rotation, I'm going to get 40, come along now. At 40,000, I'm going to get 40, asking 2 to go. At 40,000 inside, up, I'm going to get 40,000, I'm going to get at field rotation, I'm going to get 40,000, ladies, I'm going to get 40,000 once, 40 twice, all out, all done. 40,000, thank you, sir. 19. Boss 21-112 comes in, ladies and gentlemen. 5 months certified in calf to Boss 19-387, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at the fertility here. Dams ICP 395 over 4 dames here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, also going back to 613, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi daar, dames here. Top quality here for dames here. We see a bamuni for the market donkey. I will love it. We see a bit go. Up to the see a bit go. What do we do? Number 80, 80, 40, 40, 30, bit go. At 20 down, 2, down, 22, 5, 30 down. I get 2, 32, 32, 5, 38, 38, 40, 40,000 now. At 40 bid now. At 40,000 now, but if you're rotation, then I get 40 downstairs. At 40,000, I'm going to get rotation, then I get 40, what do we do now? Standing time, I'm going to get 2, 42 now, 5 star. At 42,000, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 3 and rotation. At 42, 2, I'm going to get 2, over 42 million on the cloud. At 3 and rotation, then I get 2, all out and done at 42 once and twice. 42, by number 19, another goodbye, thanks Stanley. 19, dames en heren, kyk net hierso. Hier's 'n vers wat julle moes gemerk het. 21-29, ladies and gentlemen. 4.5 months in calf, dames en heren. Vrouwelijkheid in die ring hierso, dames en heren. Moenie foute maak op aan nie. Kyk 'n bietjie daar so. What do we do, ladies and gentlemen, who sells on her asking bid? That 12, 80, better get number, get 40, 40, 20, donkey. That 2, better get 22, better get 5, better get 25, better get number, get 28, 28, now 30 on Mirka. That 30,000, number, get 2, better get 2, better get 5, better get 35, yeah. 2's at the back, 5, at 35, come back at 8, at 38, at 38, better get 40, at 40,000, number, get 40, better get 40, but now, at 40,000, better get 40, 40,000, number, get 40, now, at 40,000, I'm going to get number, get 40, 40,000, I'm going to get downstairs, yeah. At 40,000, better get 40,000, 2, better get 2, new bird, 5, better get 45 now. At 5,000, better get number, get 5, better get number, 45 there. At 5,000 is inside, downstairs, I'm asking 45, I'm going to get 48, 50, sir. Give me 50, 50, now 5 to go, 5 to get 55, at 55, I'm going to get number 55, at 55, I'm going to get number 55, I'm going to get number 55, what do we do now, I'm going to get 55, asking 60, sir, I'm waiting for you guys that side, at 50, 60 now, at 60, bit 5, at 65, I'm going to get number, get 65, go 70 now, at 65, I'm going to get number, get 5, I'm going to get number, get 65, at 5 and 6, tough place in the rest of the country, I got 65 now, at 65, are we all out and done, I'm against you both, the bids right hand side, at 65, once, 70 to go, 70 bid, that gets you on update side, at 70,000 now, that's your updation, I'm going to get 70,000, come back at 5 at 70,000, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get 75, yeah, at 75, I'm going to get 75, 80 to go, at 75, I'm going to get 75, I'm going to get 75, you're buying genetics, sir, at 75, I'm going to get frequency on updation, I'm going to get 75, the best will never be cheap, at 75, I'm going to get frequency on updation, I'm going to get 75 once, twice, hammers up, kus weer lekker aan de klap daar so, baie dankie Nikki number 11. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look here. Lot number 19, dames here. What a nice thick set heifer here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at the depth and the width on her, ladies and gentlemen. She's 4.5 months in calf. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na, dames here. What do we do? Who says? Just have a look at the fertility on the dam. 11 calves, ICP 406, dames here. 8 stander, dames here. And she carries a lot of beef. Take it away. Who says, I'm going to get 80,000, I'm going to bet. I got 20 on Mirka. At 20 now 2. At 22, 5. At 25, I'm going to get 8. At 28, 30. At 30, now I'm going to get 2. 5, 35, 5. At 35, I'm going to pay from downstairs. At 35, I'm going to pay from downstairs. I'm going to 5, I'm going to get over to 35 there. At 5 from downstairs, I'm going to 5, I'm going to get number 35. At 5 from downstairs, I'm going to get 5, number 35, yeah. At 5 and that station, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get over to 35, ladies, I'm going to get 38, I'm going to get 38, I thought so. At 40, I'm going to get 40 bit now. At 42, now 5, sir. At 42, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get number 42,000. At 3 and 4, I'm going to get 2, 2, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 2, I'm going to get 2, and I'm down at 42,000, all out, told on, no, we sure. 5. 45 bid. 5 and we're up, they send I got 5, I'm going to number 45, I'm going to number 45, I'm going to get 45, Stanley, what do we do now? At 45, I'm bid on your cut, I got 45, asking 50. At 45, I'm going to get 45, I'm going to get 45, I'm not coming there. At 45,000, ladies and gentlemen, 45 once and twice. I sell on near cut 45,000, buy number 524, Helmar Brahmans, thank you. Lot number 20, ladies and gentlemen, take a big ease. Lot number 20, boss 21,259, dames here. 4.5 months in calf, 2 boss 2186, then she ran with 19.1. Excellent length of body on her, dames here. Take a biggie more, dames here. What do we do on her, ladies and gentlemen? Take it away, better go. Asking 80, better get 50, 40, 30, down, better get 22, down, better go. I got 2 notation, better get 20,000, number get 2, better get 22, better get 25 now. At 28 today, number get 28 at 8,000, number 30,000, number get down, better get 30,000, I get the meeting on. At 30, who am I missing? 30,000 downstairs, now 32. At 3 and notation, number get 2, better get 35 to go, sir. At 32, better get 3 and notation, number get 32, come back at 5, better get 35, better get notation, number 38 now. I got 100, I got 38, come back at 40. At 38 to 8,000, I'm going to get 100, I got 38, now 40 to go. At 38,000, I'm going to get 38 to 8,000, I'm going to get 100, at 38,000 left hand side, at 38,000, go 40, what do we do? 40, bid 40 now. And I got 40,000 on bid. At 40,000, at 40,000, I'm going to get 40, bid now. At 40,000, I got 40, come back at 2 now, sir. At 40,000, I got 40,000, I got 40, bid yeah. At 40,000 once, ladies and gentlemen, I got 2, I got 42 now. Ek het 42,000 nou is Josa. At 42, come back at 5, I got number, I got 2, I got number 42, number, I got 42,000 once, I got 2, I got twice at third and last time at 42. 42, thank you, bar number 47. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen, lot 21. Boss 21270, dames here. Dams ICP 41908. She's 5 months in calf, dames here. Have a good look at her, dames here. Uitstekende lengte van lyf op die vers, dames here. Moenie fout te maak nie. Who says on her, whatever you go. Asking number 50, 50, number 30, number 20, number 2, number 25, number 5, and 28, now 30. At 30, number 2, 5, 35, number 38. At 38, 40. At 40,000, number 40, 40, but yeah. At 40,000, number 40, 40, whatever you do, number 2, number 42, number 42, come back at 5 star. At 42, number 2, number 42, number 5 star. At 42,000, number 2 and 4,000. At 42,000, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done. Yeah, number 2, number 42 once, 42 twice, 42 bar number 19. Yo. Dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie hierso, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Dames en heren, lot number 22 comes in here, dames en heren. A top bull in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie die manlikheid, kyk die vleis wat hy dra, dames en heren. This bull carries a lot of beef, dames en heren, vol in die agterkwart, dames en heren, vol agter die blaaie, dames en heren, have a good look here. He's got width, he's got muscling on him, ladies and gentlemen, that's top bull, dames en heren, goes back to Remington, Boss 03216, ladies and gentlemen, who says on him, what do we do? He's a proper bull. 200 to go, 200 a son. At 200, we're going to win 100,000. 100 a son. I'll put him in at 50 donkey. I got 50,000, I got 50,000, number 50, but yeah. At 50,000, I got 50,000, number 5, I got number 55, number 55 now. At 55, I got number 55, I got number 6,000, number go. At 60,000, number 8,000, number 5, I got number 65, at 70 bit now. At 70,000, I got 5, I got 75, 80, 80, I got 85, 90, 90,000, number go. At 95, number 95, 95 bid. At 95, I got number 95, I got number 90s here. Is that a bid at 95? We come back at 90. 90,000, I wish I would have 90. I'll do 5,000. I won't take 100. 90,000, I'm going to 95 to go. At 90,000, I got 90, 90, but yeah. At 90,000, I'm going to get 90,000, I got 90. At 90,000, I got 90, but now. At 90,000, I got 90,000, ladies and gentlemen, you lose a top bull here. At 90,000, I'm going to get 90,000, I got 90, 90 bid. At 90,000, I'm going to get 90,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 90,000, come back at 90, I'm going to 90, I'm 100 to go. At 100,000 now. At 100,000, you good at 100, Stanley? 100,000 on this bull is not mine. 100,000, sir. And I got 100,000, number 100 now. Up the 100,000, come back at 10 now. At 100,000, number 110, number 100,000, number 100, sir. At 100,000, are we sure? At 100,000, number 100,000, number 100,000, just look at the beef on him. At 100,000, number 100,000, at 100,000, now we all out and done, ladies and gentlemen, up the 100,000, at 100 once, 100 twice. Thank you, Stanley. Let's give a big round of applause. 100,000 for that bull. Outstanding buy. Lot 23, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. Strong here for the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Certified in calf to boss 2185 dames here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi naam en hulle sê op whatever it goes back to 175, ladies and gentlemen. Who says on her? Take it away a bit now. Donald really say, I'm gonna get 50, 50, 40, 30, but 20 down, I'm gonna get 20,000, I'm gonna get 2, I'm gonna get 25, I'm gonna get 28, 28, I'm gonna get 28, I'm gonna get 30,000 now. Look at that, I'm gonna get 30, 30, but yeah. I'm gonna get 2, I'm gonna get 32, 2, I'm gonna get 3, and I'm gonna get 2, 2, I'm gonna get 32 now. At 2, I'm gonna get 2, I'm gonna get 32, come back at 5, at 32,000, boss, you man, Andre, at 30, downstairs, 32, at 3, and I'm gonna get 2, 2, I'm gonna get 32, asking 5, at 3, and I'm gonna get 2, come back at 5, at 35 to go, at 3, and I'm gonna get 2, 2, I'm gonna get 32, at 3, and I'm gonna get 2, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get 32,000, I'm gonna get 32 once here, at 32,000 twice, third and last time, op 32,000. 32 bar number 47. Lot 24 comes in, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. Boss 2454 in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Certified in calf to Boss 2185. Kyk 'n bietjie die mooi lengte van lyf op haar dames, julle, what are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Draai bietjie daar, ladies and gentlemen. Who says, what are we doing here? Take it away. Who says, I'm gonna get number 50, 50, 40, 20, down, give it a 2, but I get 22 now. I'm the number 5, I'm gonna get 25, 28, 28, 30 to go. At 30,000, I'm gonna get that rotation. At 30, I'm gonna get that rotation, I'm gonna get 30 there. At that rotation, I'm gonna get 30, 30,000, I'm gonna get that rotation, I'm gonna get 30, but yeah. At that rotation, I'm gonna get 30,000, I'm against you now, America. Up that rotation, I'm gonna get 30,000 downstairs. Up that rotation, I'm gonna get 30,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get that rotation now. At 30,000, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get 30, 30,000, now we all out and done, yeah. Op 30,000 en dan I'm gonna get 30,000 once and twice. 30,000, thank you, bar number 47. Lot 25 here, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her. Lot 25 sells with a very nice heifer calf at side, dames here, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. Vrugbaarheid, uitstaande dames here. Have a look at the cow lines here, ladies and gentlemen. Dams ICP here, ladies and gentlemen, 398 over 6. Grand Dam 392 over 13, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso, dames here. She's certified a 3-in-1, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. And sitting about how much we say, but I go 50,000, I'm gonna get 50, 50, 40, 30 bid. At 20, I'm gonna get 2, but I get 25, I'm gonna get 28, I'm gonna get 28, 30,000, I'm gonna get 2, I'm gonna get 32 now. I get 10, I'm gonna 5 to go, I'm gonna get 35 to go, I'm gonna get 15 days, I'm gonna get 38. Off and days, I'm gonna get 38. Up and days, I'm gonna get 38, I'm gonna get 40, 40,000, I'm gonna 40, but yeah. At 2, but I get 42, but I get 2, but I get number 42. At 42, but I get 3 days, no. At 42, I'm gonna wash your one now. 40 was here. 40,000, 2 sir, 40,000 I'm going to be rotation, at 40,000 I'm going to get 4 rotation, I get 40, 40 bit now, at 4 rotation I get 40, 40,000 I'm going to be rotation left hand side downstairs, at 40,000 I get 4 rotation, I get 40, 40 bit yeah, at 4 rotation I get 40,000 I'm going to 40 bit yeah, at 40 are we all out and done once, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 40,000 twice, all out, all done at 40. Thank you, bar number 47, well bought sir. Lot 26 comes in here, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi nog uitstaande vers wat inkom. just going to bring lot 26 back. She's slipped through. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring her back around lot 26. We'll come back to her. Guys, we're going to go to lot 27. Lot 27, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. We'll come back to 26 in a minute. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, hier is een van die bestes van die dag, dames en heren, vers wat julle moes gemerk het, dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie mooi na. Plus 21,272 in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen, 5 months in calf, dames en heren, kyk na die breedte en die diepte op hierdie vers, dames en heren. Top kwaliteit, I'm bid online at Meerkat 20,000. At 2, number 25, number 28, number 28, 30, yeah. At 2, 30, 2, 5, 35 bid. At 5, number 38, I took 38 here, 42 now 5, 45, at 5,450, at 5,000, I got 50,000 now, at 50,000, I got 5,000, I got 555, I got 60,000, I got 60,000 now, at 60, I got 6,000, I got 60 bit now, at 6,000, I got 60,000, I got 60,000, but Mark, I got 5, number 5, I got 65, at 70 now, at 7,000, I got 75, I got 75, 80, 80,000, I got 80, 80, yeah, 50, I got 85, 85, I got 90,000, I'm on the side, at 90,000 now, at 90,000, I got 90 bit now, at 90,000, I got 90,000, I'm on the 90,000 at Mark Gisha, at 90,000, number 90,000, number 90,000 bid, at 90,000, die bot is hier langs at 90,000, at 90,000, number 90,000, wil jy Grafio, at 90,000, number 90,000, at 90,000, I'm klaar, op 90,000 rand, meneer once, at 90,000, go 100, sir, at 90,000, I got 90,000, come back at 100, what do we do, at 90,000, are you sure, ladies and gentlemen, number 90,000, number 90,000, Linkerkant once, hammers up twice, Koos gee lekker aan 'n klap daar so. 90,000 koop en nummer 10. Outstanding. Right, 28 in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. 21,283. Have a look at her. 4 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk net die vroulike dames, julle kyk die lengte van lyf op haar dames, julle moet nie foute maak nie. Het sien ek wel maar wie sê. Take it away, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to 80, we're going to 50, 20, we're going to 2, we're going to 22, we're going to 5, we're going to 25 bid. We're going to 28, 30,000 now. 32, we're going to 2, we're going to 3, and down to number 5. 38 now, 40 to go. 38 to 40,000, number 2, sir. At 45 now. At 5,000, that's number gone down, number 45. At 5,000, we're going to 5, number 45, come back at 48, what do we do now? At 45 is downstairs, I got 45, ladies and gentlemen, asking 48. At 45, number 5,000, I got 5, number 45 once, ladies and gentlemen, number 45 twice, all out, all done. Well bought, sir, by number 47. Lot 29, boss 21294, years there for you guys, should have marked, ladies and gentlemen. Size 5 maanden drachtig is, dames en heren. Kijk een beetje mooi, dames en heren. 04194 bread here, ladies and gentlemen. Kijk een beetje mooi, kijk hier diepte, kijk hier beer op hierdie vers, dames en heren. Strong on the top line as well, ladies and gentlemen. Asking on number 80, 50, I'm bid 20, donkey 2, at 22 now 5, at 25, I got 28, at 30,000 2, at 35, at 35, 5 and there, they should know, at 38, at 38, 40, at 4,000, I got 40 bid now, at 4,000, I got 40,000, number 40 bid now, at 4,000, I got 40, come back at 2, at 42, 2, we got number 5, I got 45, I got number 5 from 4,000, yeah, at 45, I got number 5 from 4,000, I got 50 to go, 50,000, number 55, at 55, I got number 55, yeah, at At 5 and 5,000, you're out at 60 now. At 5, at 65, we're going to get 65, 70 to go. At 65, we're going to 5 and 6, nog eens 14 julle. At 60, 70 now. At 70 with at 75, at 75, we're going to 5 and 6, you're out now. At 75, or 80, at 75, 80, 80,000, I'm going to get 80 bid. 80,000, are you sure? At 80,000, I'm going to get 80, 80,000, I'm going to get 80 bid now. At 80,000, I'm going to get 80,000 left hand side. At 80,000, thanks for the help, sir, once and twice. Kom ons sit lekker aan 'n klap daar so. Bar number 10, another excellent purchase. Julle het uitgesoek. Yo. Have a look here. Boss 21, 300, ladies and gentlemen, and she's lot number 30. She's 5 months in calf. She speaks for herself, ladies and gentlemen, goes back to Boss 613, dames julle. Moenie foute maak hier so. Hier's 'n vers wat julle moes gemerk het. Asking on the ladies and gentlemen, who says I'm 100? 100 to go, 50. I'm bid 20 down, but I got 20,000, I'm gonna go 2, but I got 25, I'm gonna go 28, but I got 30,000, I'm gonna 30, but I got 2, but I got 35, I got number 38 to go. Up, back and down, I'm gonna get 40, 40, I'm gonna 40,000 now. I got 4 days, and I'm gonna get 40, 40, but yeah. At 4 days, I'm gonna get 40, 40,000, but I'm gonna get number 40,000 now. At 40,000, I'm gonna get 4 days, and I got 40,000. At 4 days, and I got 40,000 go to. At 40,000, I'm gonna get 4 days, and I got 40, yeah. At 40,000, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best. At 40,000, I got 40,000, I got 40,000, Stanley come back here. At 40,000, I'm going to be 40,000, I got 40, but I got number 40 once, 40 twice, all out, all done. 40,000, bar number 47, thank you, sir. Lot 31, dames julle kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Have a look here, a strong bull in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, Boss 20423. Draai bietjie die bil vir my, draai bietjie die bil, collega. Right, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. He's a sterk bull, dames julle. He has a potential sire in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Comes out of a very fertile Boss dam here, ladies and gentlemen. ICP 393 over 6. Kyk 'n bietjie daar, dames julle. We say what do we do? That do I see on him, but I got 100,000, I'm on 100,000, I got 50, I'm but I got 40,000. That 4,000, I got 2, but I got 2, but I got 45, I got number 48 to go, but I got 48, 50. That 50,000, number 55, I got number 55, I got number 55, what do we do? That 55, I got number 55 to go, but I got 55, but it'll be fair. That 55, come back, I got number, I got 55, I'm asking. That 55 to go, the bid's 50, what about 55? That 50,000, come back at 5. That 55 to go, but I got 5,000, I got 50. That 50,000, I got 5,000, I got 50 bid. That 50,000, what about 5 to go? At 5,000, I got 50,000, I'm going to 5,000. At 50,000, I'm going to go 5,000, but I got 50,000, come back at 55. At 50,000, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done here. Oh, 5,000, I'm going to get 50 once, 50 twice. 50,000, I'm bid. Thank you, sir. Number 47. Right, lot 42. Boss 21,302, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. 5 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen. Her dam, 5 calves in the herd, dames julle. Moenie foute maak hierso nie. Have a good look. Goes back to 613, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Hier's 'n kwaliteit vers in die ring. I got number, I got 50, 40, 30, 20, number, I got 2, but I got that 20,000, I got 20, but I got 2, but I got number, I got 22, but I got 5, yeah. That 5,000, number, I got 28, 8,000, number, I got 28, but I got 30 to go. That 30,000, number, I got 30 now. That 30,000, I got 30,000 on Meerkat. That 30,000, I got 30,000, number, I got 30,000. That 30,000, what about 2 to go? That 30,000, number, I got 32, but I got number 32, yeah. I got 2 and 30,000, number, I got 5, but I got 35 now. That 38, but I got off and 30,000, number, I got 38, asking 40 to go. That 38's on the floor, but I got off and 30,000, come back at Meerkat, what do we do? That 38,000, number, I got off and 30,000, I'm waiting for 40,000 now. That 38,000 rand te dames, hier is hier allemaal klaar at 38. Op 38,000, I got 38,000, ladies and gentlemen, once at 38,000, twice at 38,000, all out, all done. 38,000, bar number 47. Well bought, sir. Right, lot number 33, ladies and gentlemen, lot 33, have a look here. Allah, what do we do here? Outstanding feminine heifer in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, goes back to 613 as well, 5 months in calf, dames en heren. Moenie foute maak op hier, dames en heren, what do we do, ladies and gentlemen, talk to me, what do we do on her? That do I see, she's a beauty, take it away, bring it 50, 50, 40 bid. Heck, get 30,000, bring it 30,000, I'm going to get 30, bring it 2, bring it 2, bring it number 35, yeah. That 38, bring it 30,000, I'm going to get 40, 40 to go. That 38, bring it number to get 40,000, what do we do? Number 40, bring it 40,000, number 40, bid number get 2, at 2 and 4 rotation now, at 42, 2 bring it, number get 42, come back at 45, at 42,000, number get 3 and 4 rotation, number get 2, 2 bring it number 42 now, at 2 number get 2, bring it number get 42, 2 bring it number get 3 and 4 rotation, at 42,000, number get 3 and 4 rotation, number get 2, at 42, we all are told on at 42,000. 42, thank you, bar 47. We're bringing back lot 26. Lot 26 coming in. Just make sure we're with you guys online. Lot 26, ladies and gentlemen. 2143. Have a look at her, ladies and gentlemen. Really nice feminine heifer in the ring here. She's 6.5 months in calf. Cake a bikkie, so dames, what are we doing on her, ladies and gentlemen? Top genetics, ladies and gentlemen. Boss Genetics, Cornfield Genetics, ladies and gentlemen, take a big Moiso, happy Silpa, take it away, but every number get 40, 40, but I get 30, number get 20, number get 2 to go. At 21, number get 22, number get 25, number get 25, number get 25 now. At 28 to 8,000, number get 30,000, number get out of rotation now. At 30,000, ladies and gentlemen, number get out of rotation. At 30,000, 9 bid. Up that rotation, number get 30, 30 bid now. At that rotation, number get 30,000, ladies and gentlemen, number get 30,000, are we all out and done here? Up that rotation, number 30,000 once and twice. 30,000 by number 47. Lot 34 comes in here, dames en heren. Boss 21, 322, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. A thick set heifer with length of body and width, dames en heren. Kyk die vleis wat sy dra, dames en heren. Have a look at her. Outstanding heifer, 4.5 months in calf, dames en heren. Julle moes haar gemerk het, moenie foute maak hierso nie. That's somebody say, I like her a lot. I'm gonna go 80, 80, I'm gonna go 40. I'm bid 20, I'm gonna go 2, I'm gonna go 25, I'm gonna go 25, I'm gonna go 28, 28, 30, sir. That down, I'm gonna go 30, I'm gonna go 2, I'm gonna go 32, I'm gonna go 5, I'm gonna go 30, I'm gonna go 38, at 38, I'm gonna get 40, 40,000, I'm gonna get 40, but yeah, at 40,000, I'm gonna get 40, 40,000, I'm gonna get 40, but now, at 40,000, I'm gonna get 40, 40, but I'm gonna get 40,000, I'm gonna get 40, 40 from them now, at 40,000, I'm gonna get 40, 40,000, I'm gonna get 40,000, I'm gonna get 2, I'm gonna get 2, I'm gonna get number 42, 5, 5, I'm gonna get 45, and I get 5 and 40,000, I'm gonna get 5, but now, at 45, I'm gonna get number 5 and 40,000, I'm gonna get 5, I'm gonna get number 45, come back now, at 45,000 in the room, what do we do now? At 45,000, I'm gonna 5 and 40,000, I'm gonna get 45, 45, I'm going to get 45, 48, I'm going to get 45. I'm just going to give a little chance on the telephone there. The bid's 45 on the floor inside. 45,000, and I got 45. At 45,000, and I got 45. I'm going to get 45, a bit number 50,000, bid 5. At 55 bid. At 55, I get 55,000, and I got 55. I'm going to get 55, says bid, sir. At 55, I'm going to number 55. At 55,000, and I got 55. We're on the line to Zambia here, so we're just going to give a little chance. At 55, donkey for the help. At 55 inside once, ladies and gentlemen, twice, and all out, all done. By 14. Let's give a nice round of applause there. 55,000 about number 14. We got 35 in the ring. Boss 21, 350. She's 5 months in calf, and I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the quality just keeps coming. Cake a biggie, so ladies and gentlemen, who says what do we do now? I'm gonna go. That do I see on I'm gonna get now. At 60, 50, 50, 40, 30 bid. That to get 2, but I get 2, but 35, I'm gonna 38, 38, now 40, 40, but I'm gonna get 40,000, I'm gonna get 2 to go. That 40,000, I'm gonna get 40, 40, but I get 2, but I get 2, but I get 5, I'm gonna get 45. That 5 from 40,000, and I'm gonna get 5, I'm gonna get 45, yeah. That 5 from 40,000, and I get 5, but now I'm gonna get 45. That 5 from 40,000, asking 50 to go. That 45, I'm gonna get 5 from 40,000, and I get 45 now. now. At 45,000 rand, I'm going to get number 50, 50,000, I'm going to get 50, 50, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get number 55. At 55, I'm going to get number 55. Asking 60. At 55, I'm going to get number 55. At Tosca's fair as he leeg 60. 60. Now 5. 60,000, now I'm going to get 60,000. That's 60,000, now I'm going to get 60,000. That's 60,000, now I'm going to get 60,000 rand. That's 60,000, now we bid, now I'm going to get 60,000, go 5. That's 60,000 rand. I'm going to once. That's 60,000, hammers up, pull out, and done at 60. Baie dankie Wimpie, number 15, 60,000, kom ons gee lekker aan die klub daar so, mooi koopie daar so, sy gaan Tosca toe. Right, daar is meneer lot 36. Dames en heren, hier is 'n vers wat julle moes gemerk het. One of the picks of the day. Lot 36, 21360, 4.5 months in calf, dames en heren. Moenie foto maak hier so nie, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do on her? Do I see? 80, 40. I'm bid 20 on Meerkat, now 2, at 22, I'm going to apply, at 28, 30,000, I'm going to get 30, but I get 2, but I get 32, but I get number 32, 5, but I get 35, but I'm going to get 8 now, at 38, I get number, I'm going to get 40,000, I'm going to 40, but yeah, at 40,000, I get 40,000 now, but I get 40,000 now, at 40,000, I'm going to get 40 bid, I'm going to get 40, but I get number, I get 40,000 now, at 40,000, I get 40,000, I'm going to 40,000 yen van die verse van die dag, dames en heren, at 40,000 the bid, I'm going to get 40, now, but I get 40,000, at 42, at 2, but I get 42, I'm going to get 42, at 42,000, I'm going to get 2, but I get number 42, go 5 now, at 43,000, I'm going to get 42 on the left hand side, at 42,000, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done, yeah, up 43,000, I'm going to get 2, but I get number 42 once, hammers up, going to sell left hand side twice, all out, all on. Mooi gekoop, bar number 10. Lot 37, ladies and gentlemen, boss 21374 here, ladies and gentlemen, plus few of milk, dames en heren, 4.5 months in calf, dames en heren, moenie foto maak hier so nie, her dam 9 calves, ladies and gentlemen, her dam was also an embryo donor, ladies and gentlemen, so moenie foto maak hier, she's well bred, ladies and gentlemen, take it away. Asking on a bit of 80, drive it out, at 30, but I get number 40, but I get 30, number 2, but I get number 2, but I get 30, but I get 5, but I get 35 now, I get 20 nowadays, and number 38 to go, but I get 38, but I get number 40,000 now, I get 40,000, I get 40 downstairs. At 40,000, I'm going to be 40,000, I get 40, but yeah. At 2, but I get 2, but I get 2, but I get 42, but I get 5, I get number 45 now. I get 40,000, I'm going to get 55. At 45, I'm going to number 45, I'm going to get number 40,000. At 45, I'll be done, ladies and gentlemen. At 45, I'm going to get 40,000, I get 45 once, 45 twice. All out, all done. Buyer, 1-4. Lot 38, dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. What do we do? She's a beauty, ladies and gentlemen, a strong heifer. She's certified in calf. Dames en heren, moenie foto maak op Barney, ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. Nice wedge on her, ladies and gentlemen, good length of body, and do I see, what do we do, take it away down, what do we say? Asking on a kyk nie die breedte nie, sit been hier so dames, what do we say about? Check it away, what do we say, I'm gonna go. Who says that I got number, I got 50, 50, 40, 30 B. Check, I got 20,000, I'm gonna get 2, but I got number, I got 22 now. I got 2 and 20,000, I got 5, but I got number, I got 25 B. That's 5 and 20,000, I got 25, how the number, I got 28 to go. That's 5 and 20,000, I got 5, how the number, I got 25, come back at 8, sir. At 25, how the number, I got 25, how the 5 and 20,000, at 25, how the number, I got 25, yeah, you're losing a good year, 5 and 8 now. At 28 to 8,000, I'm going to go 120,000. At 28 the bid, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go 28. But 120,000, I got 8 to 8 number, I got 28,000, ladies and gentlemen, asking 30. At 28 to we all out and done at 28,000, ladies and gentlemen, once and twice. 28,000, thank you, sir, by number 1919. Lot 39, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Here's a really nice heifer, ladies and gentlemen. She's 5 months in calf. +7 on milk, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk die lengte van lyf op haar, dames en here. Baie mooi vroulik hier so, dames en here. Have a good look at her. What do we do? Take it away. Hier's 'n vers wat julle moes gemerk het. Bring number 50, 50, 40, 20, dankie. At 22, number 22, bring number 22, 55. At 25, December 5, bring number 25, bid. At 25, number 25, December 55. At 25, bring number 25, December 5, bring number 25, yeah. At 25, December 5, bring number 25, a top F, yeah. At 25, bring number 25, December. At 25, bring number 25, come back at 8, sir. At 25,000, number 25, December. Here's the buy of the day, ladies and gentlemen. At 25, 25, December 5, number 28, number 28. Op 28, December 8,000, number 28. Op 28, December 8,000, number 28, till we all out and done at 28,000, 28. 28, put it on, which number are we using? 47. Right, lot number 40. Lot number 40, dames en heren. Here's another nice, strong heifer in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. A Boss 1593 daughter, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi. 2.5 months in calf to 16,321, dames en heren. Quality, quality. Asking on her 50, 40, 30 bid. 20,000, number 22, days to go. 20, number 2, number 22, whatever number 5, number 25 bid. 5 days, number 5, number 25 is on Meerkat. 25,000, number 5 days, number 5, number 25, number 25, it's online with Meerkat now. 25, 5 days, number 5, number 25, whatever day to go. 5 days, number 25, ladies and gentlemen. 5 days, and I sell on Meerkat. 25,000 once, 25,000 twice, third and last time for 25. 25 days and donkey, we sell on Meerkat by number 525. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Zatara, 2151, Draishubiki Daso, +4 on milk, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie more, she's well bred here, ladies and gentlemen. Just have a look at those strong Boss genetics here, ladies and gentlemen. 4 months in calf, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na, kyk die diepte, die wig op hierdie vers, dames en heren. Sy dra baie vleis, moenie foute maak hier so nie. What do we do? Hier's 'n vers wat julle moes gemerk het, 50, 40, 40 bid, 20, number 2, 22 days, number 22, to bring it over to 5, 25 days, number 5, number 28 to go, 28 to the under 28, I'm asking 30, 28 is left hand side, I'm the data station, as you will, 30 donkey, the data station now, 30,000, I'm going to get data station, 30,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get data station now, I'm going to get 2 on Meerkat, 32,000, I'm going to get 3 in data station, is what Meerkat now, 32,000, come back at 5, 2 in data station, number 32, to bring it 32, asking 5, yeah, 2 in data station, number 32, is a top fares, 2 in data station, number 32, 2 in data station, and on once at 32,000, twice at 32, all out, all done at 32, 5, on the floor, 35, Stanley, you want to? At 35, 5 in data station, at 38, no Hiniki Daso, at 38, to get Mark Lake Hilda, at 38,000, number 38 now, up on data station, 38 to 8,000, Ivanki Esposito, at 38 to get data station, 38 to 8,000, number data station, do I see 40, at 38,000, number data station, now 38, Kiki Place, but Sidra, at 38,000, number data station, I lost the cons once, twice, all out. 38,000. We sell on Meerkat, Helmer Brahmana, by a donkey.
5?
By a 524 on Meerkat. Lot 42, ladies and gentlemen, from the same stock here, 2140, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie hierso. 4 maande dragtig gesertifiseerd, dames en heren. Have a good look at her, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do? Yeah, her sister sold for 100,000 last year at Sugar Sale, ladies and gentlemen, 2 years ago. ICP on the dam, 371 over 10. Mooney foto maak die dames here, we got a bid on Meerkat for 20. At 20,000 now. At 20,000 now, but I got 2, but I got 22, now 5 to go. I got 2 and 1 days, number 5, I got 28 now. At 28,000 now, but I got 1 days, and never got 28. At 28, I got 1 days, and number 28 at 8,000 now. Up on 2 days, and number 28, 8, number 28, asking 30. My bid's inside at 28,000, number 2 days, at 28 to bid. Up on 2 days, and I got 28, cake nitty length of one way for Billy Fast dames here. At 28,000 inside. At 28,000, do I see even money at 30 to go? At 28, to get off and 1 days, and I got 8 now. At off and 1 days, and on the cloud, the bids inside, down front, to get 28. Up off and 1 days, and I got 28, ladies and gentlemen. At 28,000 inside once. At 28,000 twice, third and last time, all out, all done. Donkey beat 28,000, thank you. Was it on 1-4? Boss 22-14, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Dames en here, just have a look here. Young heifers, ladies and gentlemen, 27 months old, ladies and gentlemen, 22 heifers here, dames en here, 4.5 months in calf. Kykie vroulikheid, kykie lengte van lyf van die balans hierso, dames en here. Moenie mis nie. Die lewe lê voor van hulle dames en here. And who says I'm gonna go? At 50, 40,000 to go. At check it down, they shot. I'm bid 20 now, 2, I'm gonna go 22, but I'm gonna go 25 to go. At 5 and 1 days, I'm gonna go 5, I'm gonna go 25, yeah. At 5 and 1 days, I'm gonna go 5, I'm gonna go 25, 5. At 28,000 now. At 28 to go. At 28, I'm gonna go off and 1 days now. At 28 and 8,000, I'm gonna go off and 1 days, and I'm gonna go 28. At off and 1 days, I'm gonna go 28,000, I'm gonna go 28,000, I'm gonna go 30 to go. At get that off, they send icon now. At 30,000, I'm gonna get out of days, and I'm gonna go 30,000, come back, and I'm gonna go 30,000. Up that off, they send 30,000, I'm gonna get out of days, and now. At 30,000, now I'm gonna get 30,000, are we all out and done, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna get 30,000, up that off, they send on left hand side at 30,000. 30,000, with 24 if I remember. Yeah, 24.
Ik heb weer de uitslag gehad. Een van die beste fase.
Dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. As julle 'n bietjie geslaap het, moet julle nou wakker word, dames en heren. We got one of the heifers of the day in the ring here, ladies and gentlemen. 22-21 in the ring, dames en heren. 2.5 months certified in calf to boss 19-1, ladies and gentlemen. She was AI to boss 20-186, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, ladies and gentlemen. Just have a look at the width on her, ladies and gentlemen. The capacity on this heifer. She's quality. What do we do, ladies and gentlemen? We say, now I'm going to go. We say, I'm going to go. 22 heifer. She's young, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk net bietjie mooi. Do I see 100,000 on her? Kick us off. 50 to go, but I got 50, 50, 30, donkey. I got down, but I got 2, but I got 35, yeah, 35, 38, 38, 40, 40, bid number 42, but I got 2, but I got 42, but I got number 45. At 50,000, then I got 5,000, then I got 50, 50, bid 5, even one no. At 60, at 60,000, then I got 5, but I got 65, at 65, I'm against you guys now, the bid's right, but I got 70 now. I got 2 and up, they said, at 70, but yeah, at 75, I'm going to get 75, at 80, 80,000, I'm going to get 80, but yeah, at 80,000, I'm going to get 80, 80 bid, I'm going to get 80, 85, I'm going to get 85, new blue, no. At 90,000, I'm going to get 90,000, at 90,000, I'm going to get 90,000, I got 90,000 inside. At 90,000, say bought up 9,5. At 90,000, I'm going to get 9,000. At 90,000, I'm going to get 9,000. I got 90,000 now. At 9,000, die wat maak ek? Net omdat ons mekaar ken. 5. Come back at 100. Now it's got to be 10. At 100,000 downstairs, 10 now. Get the number 110, 120 now. At 120 bids, at 120 inside, number 120, come back at 30 now. At number 130, number at 40, at 140 bid now. The bids in front at 40, 50 now. At 60, at 160 bids, at 160, but I got 70. At 170, come back now. At 170, 70 bid now. 170, 170, come back now. At 170, the bids at the back at 120 now. 170, number 170 bid now. Opian, 170, I'll give you a chance. At 170 is your bot money. At 170,000, number 170. At 170 donkey. At 170 but yeah. At 170 we all are and done. At 170 a fair chance now, ladies and gentlemen. At 170,000 left hands high once. You sure? Twice? Was hier groot aan 'n klap daar so. Baie 41. Wouter baie dankie. Uitstaande first. Lot 45. Lot 45, ladies and gentlemen, have a look here. 22-28, ladies and gentlemen. These young heifers are just quality, ladies and gentlemen. Moenie foute maak hier so nie. 4,5 maande dragtig, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie die lengte van lyf op hierdie vers, dames en here. What do we do? Do I see 50, 40, 30 bid? And I got 20 now. At 20,000, I'm going to get 20,000. I'm going to get 2 to go. I'm going to get 3 and 20 days. I'm going to get 22. I'm going to get 5. I got 5 and 20 days. I'm going to get 5. I'm going to get 28 now. At 28 to 30,000. I'm going to get 30 days now. At 30, but I got 2. At 35, 5 and 30 days. And I'm going to get 5. I'm going to get 38 now. 40 shot. At 40,000 bid. I got 30 days. I'm going to get 1. I'm going to get 40. 40. I'm going to get 40,000 this way now. At 40,000, I'm going to get 30 days. At 40,000, I'm going to get 30 days. I'm going to get 40,000. When you go bang rocky naki. At 40,000, I'm going to get 30 days. At 40,000, I'm going to get 30 days. At 40,000, now we all out and done at 40,000, then I got 40,000, ladies and gentlemen, once. At 40,000, twice, all out, all done. 40,000, 14 the buyer. Lot 46. Boss 22, 51, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi so. 4,5 maande dragtig, dames en here. Have a good look here. Remington 784 line bred, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie so. Dams ICP 384 over 9. Kyk 'n bietjie hierso. Did I get down by the 50, 50, 40, 30, but 20 now. I got 20,000, I got 20,000, I'm going to get 2, but I got number, I got 22. She's 4.5 months in calf. At 20,000, I'm going to get 25, but I got number, I got 28 now. At 30,000, bid 2. At 32, but I got 5. At 35, but I got 5 now. At 35, but I got number, 5 now. At 35, how the number, 5 now, but I got 5. At 35,000, I'm going to get 35 on the left hand side, yeah. At 35,000, I'm not number, 5 now, I got 5. Number 35, power away from there, December, I got 35 once, twice, 35,000, number 14. Lot 47, 22.57 in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. 4 months in calf. Hier is 'n vers wat julle moes gemerk het, dames en here. Moenie mis op haar nie. Goes back to 216, ladies and gentlemen, on the side. Just have a look at the capacity and depth on her, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a top young heifer, dames and here. One of the heifers of the day, ladies and gentlemen. He's a top vers. That's in a barabar we say 80 to go, bring it 80, bring it 50, 40, 30 bid. I get down on it, bring it 2, bring it 30, bring it 5, 38, now 40. At 40,000, number 40 bid, number 40,000, what do we do, number 4 on the side. At 40,000's in front, come back at 2. At 42, number 5, number 45, yeah. I get 5 to number 5, number 45 now. At 5 and 0, delegate 5, number 45, asking 8. At 45,000, number 8 now. At 48, so I'm going to get 50. At 50,000, number 5, I'm going to get 55, I'm going to get 60. At 60, that number gets 6,000, number get 60,000 now. At 6,000, delegate 60,000, number 6,000, what do we do? At 5, at 65, 70. At 7,000, number get 70,000, number get 7,000. At 70,000, number get 7,000. At 70,000, number get 7,500. At 75, 80,000, number get 80, but yeah. 80,000, number get 80,000. I'm going to get 80. At 80,000, come back at number 85 to go. The bid's 80. 80,000, I'm going to get 80,000. What do we do? I'm going to get 80,000. That's all sugar. At 80,000, I'm going to get 80, but yeah. At 85, now 90. At 85, I'm going to get 85. Give me one more, sir. At 85, I'm going to get 85. Come back at 90,000 now. At 85's on the left, ladies and gentlemen, 90 bid. What do we do now? 90's the bid. At 90,000, at near foundation here, at 90,000 against you, give me 5, at 90,000 bid, at near foundation, at 90,000, I'm going to near foundation, there I got 90 bid now, at 90,000, ladies and gentlemen, Emma's up once at 90,000, twice sold out, all done. Kus lekker aan 'n klap daar so, 89,000 by number 1 for excellent heifer, sir. Lot 48, boss 2281, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the wedge on her, look at the femininity. 4.5 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen, wat die foute maak nie, is kwaliteit vandag. Het sien jy maar plus 5 op melk op haar dames, jylle kyk, bring it go. At 50,000, 40, 30, bid 20. At 2, at 22, now 5 to go. At 25, I get number to get 25, but I pay from 200,000, I get 5, I get number to get 25 bid. At 5 from 200,000, number to get 28, number to get 28. Up from 200,000, I get 30 to go now. At 28,000, do I see 30 come along now? At 30,000, I get 30 donkey. Up 30,000, I get 30,000 now. At 30,000, I get 30 bid. Up 30,000, run to get 30, but I get 30,000, number to get 30, but I get 3, 32, number to get 2, 30,000, number 32, come back at 5. At 5 from 30,000 now. At 35's the bid left hand side, we're up now, Stanley. At 35's that side, 32 was there, 5's here, asking 8 now. At 35, I get 5 from 30,000, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to 5 from 30,000 now. At 35, hi Stanley, what do we do here? At 35, asking 38, sir. At 5 from 30,000, I'm going to get 35, one of them, I'm going to get 38 now, I'm going to get, no, 32 is yours, 35's against you, 38, 40, 38's the bid, asking 44, I'm going to get 40 bid, you're out again, 40,000 now, at 40 I'm going to get 40,000, at 40,000 I'm going to get 40,000, I'm going to get 40, yeah, at 40,000 left hand side, going to sell, hammers up at 40,000, ladies and gentlemen, 40,000, thank you sir, number 10. Dames en heren, moenie foute maak nie, kyk net hier so, quality, ladies and gentlemen, boss 2282, one of our flyer heifers, ladies and gentlemen, look at the wedge on her, femininity, ladies and gentlemen, hier is 'n vers wat julle moes gemerk het, dames en heren, 5 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie hier so. Right, ladies and gentlemen, who says on her, what do we do now? I'm going to go. Take it away. What do we say? She goes back to 216 as well, ladies and gentlemen. But get yeah. That's it. I'm going to get 50, 50, 40, 30 bid. I get 200,000. I'm going to get 2 now. At 23, but I'm going to get 5. I'm going to get 30. Thank you, sir. At 30,000, I'm going to get number 30. I'm going to get out of this now. At 30, I'm going to get 2. I'm going to get 2 and out of this. I'm going to get 32. I'm going to get 5. At 5 and out of this. At 35, I'm going to get number 5 and out of this. I'm going to get 38. Now you're out. What about 40? At 38,000, I'm going to get up and out of this. I'm going to get 38. Yeah. At 38,000 I'm bid, I'm going to get 40, but I'm going to get 40,000 now. At 40,000 in front, at 40,000 bid, at 40,000 I'm going to get 40, what do we do now? I'm going to go 2. At 40,000 I'm bid, I'm going to get up now, I'm going to get 40,000 2. At 40,000 now. 42 left hand side, asking 5. 42,000 number 2, number 42 now. 42,000 number 42, ladies and gentlemen, are we all out and done op 42,000 gele kansie once, twice. 42,000 koppel nummer 10. Lot number 50, 21-26 in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi so, 5,5 maande drag dat, dames en here. 'n top heifer, ladies and gentlemen. Kyk net hier so. Ek verveel julle met al die mooi dinge wat ek kan sê oor hierdie diere, dames en here. Het, wie sê op haar naam, maar go, take it away. Haar moeder, 11 colors in die kudde, dames en here. And take it away, but go. Tell them to be say, but go, number go, take it away, but number 50, 50,000, number 30, down, get a narrow days now. 30,000, number go, bring number 32, bring number go, 2 narrow days now. 32 left hand side of the bigger 35, number 5 narrow days, number 5, 35 big, 5 narrow days, number 35, yeah. 5 narrow days, number 35, number 5, number 5 narrow days, number 35. 35, 38 to go. 35, number 5 narrow days, 5, 35, ladies and gentlemen, number 35, but we all are done, yeah. At 35,000 round, number 35, Emma's up once, twice. Thanks, Stanley. 35,000, number 19. Oh, he's a mooi vers. Lot 51, 22.89, dames en here. Kyk hierdie prentjie van vroulikheid, dames en here. 4.5 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen. Sy praat absoluut vir haarself. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, sy's jonk, sy's 22, dames en here. We got a bid on Meerkat for 20,000, let's take her away. At 30,000 on the floor. At 30,000, I'm gonna get down on the side. At 30,000, I'm gonna get down on the side. 30,000, I'm gonna get down on the side. I'm gonna get 30,000 now. At 30,000, I'm gonna get 30,000, I'm gonna get 2, I'm gonna get 32, left hand side, I'm gonna get 32, I'm gonna get 35, I'm gonna get number 5 down on the side now. At 35, I'm gonna get 38, at 8,000, I'm gonna 38 now. And I got 38 bid, 40 now. I got 4 on the side. At 40, I'm gonna get 2, 45, I'm gonna get number 45, yeah. I got 5 on the side, I'm gonna get 5, I'm gonna get number 45, what do we do? I'm gonna get number 45, yeah. At 5 and 4 on the side, go 50,000 to go. At 45, I'm gonna get number 5 and 4 on the side, I'm gonna get 45. At 40, 48. I took 48 on the phone, Nikki, 50, 50, at 50, come back on the phone, what are we doing at 55 now? At 50,000, I'm going to get 50,000, at 55, leave it look, at 60, at 60,000, I'm going to say 50,000, at 65, 65 now, 65, at 70 bit, now I'm going to get 70,000, at 700,000, I'm going to get 70 bit now, at 70,000, I'm going to get 700,000, at 70,000, I'm going to get 70,000, what do you want to get, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get 75, yes, 8, 9, bought this icon, 75, 80, 80,000 big, 80,000, I'm going to get 80,000, 80,000, I'm going to get 80,000, do you have that market? No, 80,000, I'm going to get 80 bit 5, 80,000, come back at 5 at 80,000, I'm going to get 80,000, I'm going to get 80,000, what do we do? 85, I'm going to get 85, 90, and I got 900,000, at 30 bit now, at 900,000, I'm going to get 90,000, I'm going to get 900,000, at 90,000, I'm going to get 900,000, I'm going to get 90,000 now, at 900,000, I'll tell you what, I'll do 95. I won't take 100, give me 95. 90,000, and I got 90,000. At 90,000, fair warning now, 90,000 hammers up. At 90,000, round the 90,000 once and twice. Goes gele aan die klap. Baie dankie, mooi gekoop na so number 11. Hulle kom net nog, hulle kom nog. Lot 22.92, ladies and gentlemen. 2 months in calf, 2 boss 19.1, dames en here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi hierso. Nog 'n top vers, 50, 40, 20 bid, 2 now, at 22, we're going to get 12, we're going to get 25, we're going to get 25, we're going to get 28, 28, 30,000, I'm going to get 2, we're going to get 32, we're going to get 5, we're going to get 35, 38, 40, at 40, I'm going to get 40, we're going to get 25, at 45, I'm going to get from 40, I'm going to get 5, we're going to get 45, we're going to get 45, yeah, at 5, I'm going to get 5, I'm going to get 50, 50,000, I can really count, 50 now, 5, at 55, at 55, we're going to get 5, 50,000, we're going to get 55, come back at 60, at 55, we're going to get 5, 5,000, at 55, we're going to get 5, 5,000, what do we do now? At 55 is in front, you guys are out, you're out on the phone, 60 now, at 65, at 65 is hitting on, at 65 goes 70, at 65 we're going to get 65 is so asking 70, at 65, 70, what do we do? At 65, what do we do? At 65, 5, at 65, we're going to get 65, at 5, we're going to get 70 now, at 7,000, give me one more shot, at 70,000, I'm going to get 70,000, he bought something for an icon, at 70,000, come back at 5, at 70,000, I'm going to get 70,000 now, at 7,000, I'm going to get 70,000, I'm going to get 70,000 now, at 7,000, come back 5, get 75, come back at 80 to go. At 75 away from 7 up, they send it at 5, number get 75, asking 80 to go. The bid 75, at 5.0 up, they send it number 5, number get 80 beer. 80,000, number get 80,000, number get 80,000 beer. 80,000, number get 80,000, number 85 beer. 85, number get 85, number get 85, yeah. At 5 they send number get 85, number 1990 beer. At 90,000, number get 90 beer, yeah. At 90,000, make it 100, so knock him out, yeah. At 100,000, what do we do? At 100,000, I'm going to give me 100 to go. At 90,000, give me 90,000 on the 90,000, I'm going to 5, I'll do 5, yeah. At 95. Do you see 100? The bid's 95, donkey for the alt. 95 is your bid, sir. At 95, at 5 Nation. At 95, I'm going to get 95. At 5 Nation, asking 100, fair warning, last chance, hammers up, going to sell at 95. Goes here, lekker on a club. You've brought excellent efforts today, and here's another one, sir. Are we putting it on 14? Lot 53, dames en heren, kyk 'n bietjie mooi so. Nog 'n topvers, 22 vir hier, ladies and gentlemen, 22.95. 4.5 months in Kaap, dames en heren, is 'n bitter mooi vers. Ladies, kyk 'n bietjie mooi. Maar 7 colors Eddie Curry, dames en heren, have a good look at her. Take it away, but he's number 80, number 50, 40, 30, 20, donkey. 22, number 22, number 5, 30, number 30,000, sir. Get down, days and number 30,000, number get out, days and 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 30,000 out 2, 32, what about 5, sir? 3 and out, days and come back at 5, 32,000, number get 3 and out, days and number get 2, 3 and out, days and 32, 35 now. Get 5 in there, rotation, number get 5, get over to 35 inside. 5 in there, rotation, number get 35, ladies and gentlemen. At 35, fair warning once and twice. 1-9. Excellent effort. 54 comes in, ladies and gentlemen, another 2022 effort. 107 the number, ladies and gentlemen. 3.5 months in calf. AI 20,186 and ran with 19.1. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi na, sien ek daar dames en heren, wie sê by go. 50,000, 40,000, 20 bid. 2, at 22, now 5, at 25, I'm going to get 25, I'm going to get 25, 8, I'm going to go, at 28, I'm going to get 28,000, I'm going to get 28 on your card, at 12,000, I'm going to get 28,000, I'm going to get 28, at 28,000, I see, I'm going to get 30 to go, at 28,000, I'm going to get 12,000, I'm going to get 28, at 8,000 here, at 28,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 28, asking 30 to be, at 28,000, come back at 30, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done, at 28,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 28 once. 28 twice. Michelle on Meerkat, 28,000 by number 525. Late in the day, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best efforts on the sale. One of the picks of the day, ladies and gentlemen. 4.5 months in calf, ladies and gentlemen. Julle moes haar gemerk het. Lot 55. Talk to me at 80. She's one of, if not the youngest effort on the sale, that's why she's late in the day, ladies and gentlemen. What do we see? 50, 40, 30 bid. And I got 30,000. I got 2. 35, 40 bid, 45, 50, 50,000, number 55, 55 at 60,000, number 60,000 bid. At 60,000, I got 65, number got 65 at 70 to go. At 65, I got 5,000, I got number got 65. At 5,000, I got 5, number got 65 bid. At 5,000, I got 65, I'm asking 70 to go. At 65, number got 65. At 5,000, number got 65, the got 65. Left hand side, come back at 70 now. At 65,000, ladies and gentlemen. 65 once, 65 twice, all out, all done. 65,000, goes here like on a club now, so mooi gekoop, 65,000, baan nummer 10. lot 56. The second last heifer, ladies and gentlemen, a young heifer, 22,221, ladies and gentlemen, 3 months in calf to 19,1, dames en heren. Kyk 'n bietjie hierso. And some of the best late in the day, ladies and gentlemen, we say better go. 80,000, 50, 30 bid. 30 to go. Hit, I got 20,000, I'm going to get 2, but I got 22, 2, but I got number 5, but I got 25, but I got number 28 to 30,000 now. Hit, 3 and out of days, number 32, 2, but I got number 35, 5, but I got out of days now. Hit, 35, 5, but I number 5, and out of days, and I got 5, but I got number 35, 5. Hit, 5 and out of days, and I got number 5, but I got number 5, but I got number 35. Hit, 5 and out of days, and 38. Hit, 38, 40. Hit, 40 bid now. Hit, 40,000, so you're at 40, never mind, number 2, but I got 5, but I got 45, 5, but I got number 45, do I see 50? Hit, 41, I got number 5, but I got 50,000, number 5, but I got 55. 55, number 55, give me one more. At 55, number 55, 5. I got 5 from 60, so what do we do? At 55, number 55, 5 from 50, I got 55. At 55, number 55, come back at 60, sir. At 5 from 50, round to minute, Shalom Makar at 55,000 once and twice. 55, bar number 14, well bought, sir. The last heifer, ladies and gentlemen. 15. Last heifer on the sale, then we've got some lots of semen, ladies and gentlemen. 4,5 maanden dragtig, dames en heren. 'n top vers, julle aan die einde, dames en heren. Sy praat vir haarself. Kyk die lengte van lyf op die vers, dames en heren. Draai so 'n bietjie daar so. Chairman of the to go. Asking on number 50, 50,000, 40, 30 to go. Chairman got 20,000, number got 2, 2, number got 25, number 5, number got 8, number got 28, 30,000, number got 2, number got 2, number got 32, number got 5, 35. I got 5, number got 38, 38, 40. That 4,000, number got 40, 40,000 now. That 4,000, number got 40, number got 4,000, number got 40. That 4,000, number got 40,000, what do we do? Number got 40, 40, but yeah. At 40,000, ladies and gentlemen, we all out and done. At 40,000, number got 40,000 once. At 40,000 twice, all out and done of 40,000. 40,000. Thank you, sir. 1-4. Dames en heren, we are done with the heifers. We're going to sell a few lots of semen. I think let's give a nice round of applause for the excellent offering. I think thank you to you guys as buyers as well. I think you bought excellent animals. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to now offer some semen shares. Lot 58. We've got 20 straws of Boss 15-108. 20 straws of Boss 15-108, ladies and gentlemen, talk to me here. Right, do I see him at 1,000 to go? 1,000. At 500 to go. At 500, I'm going to get 500, I got 500, I'm going to get 500, I'm going to get 600, 600, 700 bid. At 700, I'm going to get 700. 800, number, I'm going to get 800, number 1,000. At 1,000, I'm going to get 250, 50, number 15. At 750, 2,000. At 2,500. At 2,500, I'm going to get 3,000. At 3,500, I'm going to get 3,500, get 4. At 500 a bit now. At 5,000, I'm bid 5,000 now. At 5,000, I'm going to get 500, number 500 a bit now. At 5,000 a bid, number 5,000. At 500 get number 5,000. 500 get number 500 get number 6,000 now. At 6,000 got 6 at 6 at 7. At 7,000 bid. At 8,000 I'm bid now. 8,000 a bit now. I'm gonna get 9. At 900 get 10 sir. At 10 at 12,000. At 12,000 a bit yeah. At 12,000 I got 12 at 14. What do we do? At 12 I get number 12,000 now. At 12,000 around to my car. At 12,000 ladies and gentlemen we all out and done of 12,000 I got 12 at 12,000 on my car at 12,000. Kom ons gee lekker aan 'n klap daar so. 12,000 op baan number 14. Right, lot number 59, we sell 10 straws of Boss 12,309. Per straw, you've got to take all 10. And ladies and gentlemen, talk to me. Right. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, the sale of these semen straws go to one owner. There's no sharing in it, so it's one semen share for use in one herd.
Going to transfer it to one person.
Transfer this semen straws to 1 herd. Right, ladies and gentlemen, do I see? Hit, I'm going to be able to go. 5,000 a bit. Hit, I'm going to be able to go. What do we do? Take it away. We're going to go 1,000 to go. Hit, 1,000 a bit now. Hit, I'm going to 1,000 donkey. Hit, 100 a bit now. I'm going to 1,000. Then I got 1,000, 2,000 to go. Hit, 2,000 and on the be able to go 2, but I got number to go 3,000. Number to go 4,000 a bit now. Hit, 5, but I got 6. Hit, 6,000 now. 7. Hit, 6,000. I got 6 station. Then I got 6. You bought money. Money's with yourself, baby man. Hit, 6 station. Then I got 6 at 7. Hit, 7,000 8. 8,000 9 bid. 8 station. Then I got 8,000 now. Whip 8 station. Then I got 8,000. Number to go 8 station. 8,000 a bid. Number to go 8,000. Number to go 8 station. 8,000 9 bid. Number to go 8,000. Ladies and gentlemen, number to go 8,000. Whip 8 station. Then I got 9,000. 9 station. Hit 10 station. Hit 10,000 a bit there. Hit 11 bid now. Hit 11 number to go 12. Number to go 12. Number to go 12. Number to 13. 11 is jou net, 12 daar, 13 is jy wel, 13, 14, 15,000, then I got 14,000, 15, 16, 16,000, then I got 16, at 16,000, now I got 16,000, then I got 17, 18, 18 now I got 18,000, 18,000 now I got 18,000 now, 18,000 a bit, now I got 18, 18,000 now I got 18,000, he bought this land, got 18,000, now 19, 20, 20 bid, hit 20,000, hit 22 as jy wil, hit 20,000, dan ek 20,000, moet ek wacht vir die bel, hit 20,000, dan ek 20,000, hit 20,000, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up there of 20,000 and onto once, twice, all out. Kom ons gee lekker aan 'n klap daar so. Al die uitstekende koop daar so, Louis Thuis, baie geluk, dankie koop op 12. Right, lot 60, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen a lot of these genetics on the sale today, 97,613, dames here. 20 straws available, dames here. Kyk 'n bietjie mooi, what do we do? Hit, Germany, we said to go. 5,000, 2,001. And I got a day 700. Hit 1,000, bid, number day 700, 1,000. Hit 1,500 to go. Hit day 700, 1,000, but I got number 1,000, but I got 500 now. Hit day 700, number 1,500, and 1 day 700. Hit 1,500, number 1,500. Hit 2 days 700, Daso. Hit 1,500, bid, number 1,500, number 1,500. Hit day 700, 500, number 1,000, but I got 500, 500, number 1,500. Hit day 700, 500, 500, number 1,500, wacht for 2 days. Hit 1,500, the bid, number day 700, how many are klaar? Hit 1,500, all out and done, ladies and gentlemen, number 1,500, day 700. Hit 1,500, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're a little short on these, ons mos maar na die tyd praat, dankie Louis. Praat maar na die tyd met ons net kyk of ons kan regkom, dankie. Right, 18,392, 30 straws available per straw to take all 30. Right, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie mooi so. Let's see what I'm going to be say, what do we do? Let's take it away, I'm going to be saying, I'm going to go. Let's come to be saying, I'm going to say 1,000, 1,000 to go. Up a day, I'm going to be saying 1,500 a bit. Let's 500, I'm going to get 500, I'm going to pay for now. Let's 500 a bit now. Let's 500 now, I'm going to pay for, I'm going to get 500, I'm going to 500, I'm going to get 500. Let's 500 a bit now. Let's 500, I'm going to get 500, I'm going to 500, I'm going to get 500. Let's 500, I'm going to get 500, but now I'm going to get 5. Up 500, I'm going to get 500, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get 5 of you all out and done. Doe het squat op 500, allemaal klaar. Baie dankie, 500, bij nummer 10. Right, we then sell 20 straws of Boss 1141. Right, ladies and gentlemen, talk to me here. What do we do now? I'm going to do. Let's think about I'm going to be saying, I'm going to go. Let's tell me, I'm going to get 2 days, I'm going to get 2,000, I'm going to 1,000, 1,000, I'm going to be saying. Let's day, I'm going to 1,000, I'm going to day, I'm going to praat May. Let's 1,000 to go, but I get days, I'm going to get, I'm going to do, I see 500. Let's 500, I'm going to get 500, 500. Up 500, I'm going to get 500, now I'm going to 500, I'm going to get 500, 500. Anybody, I'm going to get 500. Up 500, I'm going to get 500, ladies and gentlemen, 500. Anybody's money at 500? Right, we'll just pass him. Lot 63. Right, ladies and gentlemen, kyk 'n bietjie so. Lot 63, we sell 20 straws. Lot 63, 20 straws. 0050 here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good look at him. What do we do, dames here? 20 straws per straw. Do I see? That's 1,000. 1,000 to go. Dyson, 1,000. Who says? 500. Do I see 500? 500. 500. 500. 500. 500. I'm going to get 500. I'm going to get 500. I'm going to get 500. 500 to go. I'm going to get number 1,000. 1,000 bid. 1,000 number to Dyson. I get 1,000. 1,000 to bid. Number to Dyson. I get 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. I got 2. 2,000 downstairs. At 3 at Dyson. I got 2,000. Are we all out and done, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to get 2.5. At 2.5. Was it here? 2,000 is yours, sir. At 2,000. Op 2,000 rand. I'm klaar at 2,000. Thank you, sir. 2,000 by number 14. Right. Boss 0099 here, ladies and gentlemen. We sell 20 straws. 20 straws there, ladies and gentlemen. Do I see on him what I got now? 1,000 to go. 1,000 a bid. At number 500. 500 number 500 get 500. 500 a bid. Number 500 get 500. 500 now. At 500 number 500. 500 a bid. Number 500 get 5 at 500. Number 1,000 number 500. I bid that side asking 1,000 now. 500 on that down. Get 5 get number 500. At 500 number get 5 at 500. Number 500. At 500 I bid at 500 on the club 500. A good squat up 500 on to laat en dan at 500. Rand 500, 500, dankie oom Boesman, my nommerkie, 27. Right, the last lot of the day, Boss 119 here, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 20 straws available, ladies and gentlemen, the last lot of the day. And do I see everyone going to be sorry? At 1,000, 1,000 to go. Dyson under 1,000. 500 at 500. 500. At 500, number 500 get 5 at 500. At 500, I'm going to get 5 at 500. Number 500, I'm going to bid number 500. 1,000 on Meerkat now. At get the Dyson under 1,000. Number Dyson top Meerkat. At 1,000 a bid. Number get Dyson. 1,000 number Dyson. At 1,000 number 1,515 at there. At 1,5 across the way. Still you know where now 1,5. At Dyson 500 1,5 asking 2,000 to go. At Dyson 500 get 500. 500 number 1,000 number got 500 op a Dyson 500 number got 2,000 2 Dyson nou at 2,000 de number got 2 Dyson wat maak ons at 2,000 op 2,000 rand meneer almal klaar at 2,000 all out and done once twice third and last time 2,000 Werner 535 de Maya. Right dames en heren, kom ons gee lekker aan 'n klap daar so. Uitstekende veiling. Ons sê vir julle almal baie dankie vir julle opkoms, julle ondersteuning. Okay. Right. So there's a semen auction happening on Meerkat. It will close at 3 o'clock. So as julle dalk daar wil gaan loer, dit sluit 3 uur. So daar's 56 bulle se genetika beskikbaar daarso. So gaan loer bietjie op Meerkat, die katalogus en al die inligting is daarso. Dames en here, yeah, people online as well. If you want to go and look there, have a look on the Meerkat app, 56 bulls available, and we also want to thank everybody online for your support today. Dames en here, maak asseblief 'n draai by die kantoor voordat julle wegtrek. Dit's die verkopers as ook die kopers. Maak seker daar's duidelike lyn-instruksies gegee vir jou diere en maak jou betalingreëlings asseblief, dames en here, en reis veilig wanneer julle in die pad val. Baie dankie, sien julle volgende jaar.